war is what's causing all the violence and death. They have a total gun ban down there, but their answer is keep the drug war going. We have double the cocaine, triple the heroin than we had 15 years ago, more people in prison than ever, total carnage, and their answer is keep prohibition going. It sure helped the mafia triple in size in the U.S. during prohibition. Keep it going forever. Forever. It's wonderful because they know the breakdown of society gives them more control.
Well, let me tell you, see, something that you've been saying as of recent has been bothering me, and we don't have a total gun ban. We have an Aboriginal population that is huge, and they have inherent rights to hold guns.
No, I wasn't saying you have a total gun ban. I said they registered your guns and then began, banning about half of them the next year. Germany first got them registered and then restricted and now is moving to ban. And in Australia, England has a total gun ban. So you're midway through the steps.
Well, they're frightened of our Aboriginal population, and which brings me to what you've been saying. You've been predicting that there'll be more terrorist acts in your country. I believe you've got the right operation, but the wrong country, sir. They've got to get Canadians on board with this thing, so pick your city, And that's what I think. And the G20 a few weeks ago or last week when you were talking about it, what they're speaking about, I believe, is the weaponization of space. Because
that's
they're not
part of it.
Talking about it anymore.
No, that's part of it, and I appreciate your call. They're also having another G20, and they're already issuing the new global currency. It's just bank to bank. It's digital transfers, the quantitative easing. They admit there's already a global currency. And China and others, New York Times reported, are beginning to dump the dollar. And all we've got left is the dollar, folks. When it's gone, then the hyperinflation starts. Right now, we're in a depression, but there's been $12.8 trillion. That's the entire GDP. Imagine if they gave $12.8 trillion. $8 trillion would have paid off all the mortgages in the country, not just bad mortgages, all the mortgages in the country paid off. $12.8 trillion went to offshore bankers. But notice you're not seeing inflation, you're seeing deflation. But then in a year, two, all the economists agree, then it's going to just explode. But right now they got to keep inflation down so that money has value for the private banking families to buy up real assets. And then when they're done, they're going to drop the hammer. And it is going to be devastating. Most people listening right now who are middle class will be destitute and poor for the rest of your lives, just like Iceland, just like Argentina, in the IMF and World Bank documents. The greatest form of bondage is just to make you totally poor. And then they'll put little liberal and conservative puppets up in front of you all day and get you all obsessed with that while they just keep just punching you, bragging about it. Let's go ahead and take another call. Lisa, you're on the air from Ohio. Welcome, Lisa.
Hi, Alex. I'm a first-time caller, and I'm kind of new at this game, but I live in the city of Cincinnati. And over the weekend and earlier in the week, we were having a problem with our broadcast stations being butted in on. And it wasn't the normal emergency broadcast system test. This happened to me Saturday night when I was watching the Ten Commandments, and a blue screen come up with a white circle in it, with a blue circle in the middle of that, and some numbers on it. Monday night, they interrupted the Cincinnati Reds game, and it went to a totally different TV show. And then the next day, the broadcasters for the Reds were talking about it on the radio and saying it won't happen on the radio. And Marty Brennaman in the morning said that, and he got interrupted.
Really? Right when he was saying it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let me tell you what's going on. Let me tell you, then I'll hold you over. This is very important. Before, they said in the 50s, okay, the Russians are going to nuke us. By law, there's these big, powerful shortwave stations, and then there'll be an AM and FM repeater, and during an emergency broadcast alert, one big station per city, everybody is ordered to then dial over to that of a nuke is hit or whatever. Then they said, oh, Amber Alert in 96, they kidnapped a girl. We got to put billboards up everywhere and be able to dial in with the EAS system that's in all radio and TV at the transmitter site. Everything is wired lastly through it, and then with special transmitter couplers where it would take a day to even get a transmission out without it. So FEMA is in between all the radio, TV, cable, and the last line. And then because I've worked at stations, I remember I was at 1260 filling in for some local hosts there on top of my syndicated show. They were carrying my syndicated over there if they went to sports here in Austin. And I was talking to their engineer, and he was going, hey, look at this. They're telling us in the next few years, this is 4 years ago, they're going to start just taking government time whenever they want and overriding us, so it's coming.
I'm Todd Davis, CEO of LifeLock, and what I'm about to tell you is true. My real Social Security number is 457-55-5462. You may think I'm crazy, but I know my identity is safe. At LifeLock, every member is covered by our $1 million total service guarantee.
Every 3 seconds, someone's identity is stolen. It's not just the money that's being stolen, it's your reputation, your credit, and your valuable time to fix the huge mess. At LifeLock, we aim to prevent identity theft before it happens. And if anything happens while you're a client of LifeLock, you'll be protected by our exclusive $1 million total service guarantee. With LifeLock, you'll also see a huge reduction in junk mail and pre-approved credit offers. Call 1-800-605-4229 right now and get 30 days of LifeLock for free. Protect yourself and your family from identity theft. And when you call right now, get 30 days free. Call now, 1-800-605-4229. That's 1-800-605-4229. Again, 1-800-605-4229.
In the New World Order's war against humanity, Barack Obama is the tip of the spear.
We've got to give them a stake in creating the kind of world order that I think all of us would like to see.
The Obama deception completely destroys the myth that Obama is working for the best interest of the American people.
Well, Obama's already fudging. He's fudged since day one in this election.
If you have a demagogue with a fanatical mass movement of personality cultists who is imposing the program of a group of extreme bankers and finance oligarchs, that's fascism.
It's not about left or right. It's about a one-world government. This film documents who Obama works for, the lies he has told, and his real agenda. Get your copy of The Obama Deception today at Infowars.com or download it in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. The Obama Deception. The people strike back.
So you want to stop smoking. Well, here's what I want you to do. Go to a drugstore and take a stop smoking product off the shelf. Go to the cashier. Tell them you don't want to pay for the product. You just want to take it home and try it. And if and only if you stop smoking, will you then come back and pay for it. Most likely, if you tried this, you'd be arrested. But as silly as this sounds, this is exactly what the Smoke-Free free trial offer is. Smoke-Free is a complete all-natural stop smoking system. And when you call today, they'll send you a 30-day supply of the program absolutely free. This program eliminates withdrawals and cravings and includes a 30-day supply of the smoke-free capsules, a guide to living smoke-free book, an audio support program, capsule holder, and a bottle of weight loss capsules just in case you're worried about gaining weight while you're trying to quit. To find out if you qualify for this free trial offer, join the tens of thousands who have quit for life with smoke-free. Call 1-800-426-6186 today. That's 1-800-426-6186. This is a limited time offer, so call 1-800-426-6186 now.
I hear the train coming, it's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in full.
You know, it's pretty simple.
And time keeps
the military likes to take things over, run covert operations. They always take over countries they get big in. Private banks own them. Northcom's in control of the U.S. Sunshine Project got declassified documents in 2000. Every major city has warehouses with helicopters with nerve gas and opiate knockout gases. This is mainstream news. This is Congress has this to spray the American people, and the non-lethal spray they were saying would kill like 10% of the cities because it'll cause fires, wrecks, and instantly knocks you out. So they got helicopters ready. I mean, these people are criminals, folks. That's why they're so arrogant. The only way this can be stopped is if the police and military wake up, and that's why they're the main threat in all these MIAC reports. That's why there will be a purge of you first. After they march you out to have war with us, then you're going to wake up, then they're going to kill you. And I know you're not going to listen until it happens, so have it your way, fine. You want to be slaves to foreign bankers? I mean, you want to happen when it happened in Russia, then We're going to go back to Lisa in a minute. Last caller we have time for, but Burmis will be back live tonight, 9 to midnight. I may pop in again. My Solar Backup. A lot of things can cut off your electrical power, hurricanes, snow, ice storms. Listeners should move towards getting off the grid, and here's a good way to do just that, a solar power generator. It's not controlled by FEMA or their EAS takeover system yet. They have their Power Source 1,800 watts of power on demand in the event of any disaster. Power Source 1,800 power plant, high-efficiency solar panel designed to provide endless electricity through its battery system. And the solar generator is like having a silent power plant hidden in your home. It's the perfect for emergency backup in troubled times. Get off the grid, folks. MySolarBackup.com is a good way to start. MySolarBackup.com, 877-327-0365, 877-327-0365, MySolarBackup.com. And last but not least, before we go back to this final caller, Pepperspray.com. They have got the best prices.